Good morning and welcome to day one of our 7-day morning yoga challenge. My name is Nataki. I am a licensed massage therapist and yoga instructor here at Well Balanced Bodies. So today we're going to go through short yoga sequences in the morning to help gently wake up the body using gentle stretches, movement, and breath. So you'll find that just taking 10 to 15 minutes at the start of your day will help set the tone for good vibes and positive energy throughout the day. So I like to create a nice, serene space to help motivate me in my practice so that I can practice. And I do that by maybe lighting some sage. I also have a nice cup of herbal tea near me to maybe sip on while I meditate before or after practice. I also use a therapeutic blend of essential oils prior to practice that I put on just to help uplift the practice. So today we're going to be focusing on the head, neck, and shoulders, just opening up the chest, the heart, the shoulders, the neck, and this is all areas typically where we hold our stress and tension. And I'm also feeling a little congested today, so I'm going to be using my therapeutic grade essential oil blend of Breathe Better. Now this Breathe Better is custom blended here at Well Balanced Bodies. So it comes in a roller bottle, which is really convenient. What I do is just go ahead and roll the oil over the areas that I want to address that particular day. So today we're opening up the chest using the Breathe Better. So the Breathe Better can either go on the chest, maybe even underneath the nose if you're really feeling congested or tight or having the respiratory symptoms, and also at the bottoms of your feet. So we're working on the chest this morning, so I'm rolling it over the chest, rubbing that in, allowing that to absorb and activate so that I can breathe in those oils that'll be beneficial during the practice. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we get started, I wanted to remind everyone to please modify if any poses do not serve you for the day, or if you're feeling any pain, discomfort, or any tingling down the body, please back out of the poses and stop the poses immediately. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a comfortable seat. So starting in a comfortable seat, can go ahead. We're going to first start some breathing exercises, just taking the focus to the breath as we draw the shoulders away from the ears, elongating through the spine, so bringing the crown skyward. Maybe closing the eyes here, and I invite you to take one palm onto the chest and one palm onto the belly. We're going to start to inhale as we fill the belly with air, maybe feeling it expand against the palm, bringing that breath towards the chest, opening up through the ribs, through the chest, holding at the top, then exhale, chest and belly deflates. Again, deep breath in through the nose, filling that belly with air, filling the chest, holding at the top of the breath. Exhale from the chest down to the belly, letting everything go. Let's do that once more. Nice deep breath in and exhale. And go ahead and place the palms onto the lap. Just taking one deep cleansing breath in and out through the nose, maybe setting your intentions for today's class or even the day ahead. And when you're ready, start to blink open the eyes. We're going to release some tension in the head, doing some yes and no movements. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, start to draw chin to chest. Inhale, slowly look up, bringing the head back gently. Exhale, chin to chest. So breathing as we move. Let's do 2 more rounds of this yes motion. Yes to positive vibes. Yes to cultivating good energy. Next inhale, we're going to take the gaze forward and start to turn the head to the right as we take a deep breath in, bringing the chin in line with the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, start to turn the head to the left. Doing that no motion as we breathe and move. Maybe even exaggerating, maybe looking further back if that feels good in the neck. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. On the next inhale, go ahead and bring the gaze back to center. We're going to take the palms to the shoulders, creating a wing here on either side. Let's start to draw circles with the elbows. Maybe starting small, creating mobility in the shoulders here. And then start to increase the size of the circles, really exaggerating the movement as we inhale, drawing the elbows forward. Exhale, drawing the back, open up through the chest. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Just noticing any clicks or ticks as we breathe and move, which is normal. It's just adjustment going on. That's typical. The first movement of the day, to feel any tension or tightness, any clicks and ticks moving from adjustment from a long night's rest. Let's go ahead and start to reverse those circles. So again, starting small, creating small little circles as we enlarge the circles as we move, really exaggerating, really using up that space here. Opening up through the chest as we take it back, maybe curving through the spine as we come forward. Getting into all those shoulder muscles, allowing them to elongate, stretch. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back to center, back to stillness. We're going to inhale, open up the arms like a T. Go ahead and take the palms face back, bringing the arms back. Open up through the chest, going as far back as feels good. Feeling that stretch in the pecs, in the chest. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the palms face forward, bringing the palms together, arms extending out in front. Start to bring the chin towards the chest as we exhale. So inhale, take the arms and palms back. Open up through the heart. Exhale, palms together, arms extended forward, chin to chest. Let's do 2 more rounds. Breathing as we move. Moving as we breathe. Getting into the chest and shoulder muscles. Next, inhale, open up the arms like a T. Let's go ahead and bring them up skyward. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bringing that left palm to the outer edge of the thigh or the knee. Bringing that right palm down and back as we push into that right palm, elongating through the spine. On the exhale, we're going to twist, gazing over that right shoulder. You can use that left palm, gently pushing against the thigh, creating leverage here, allowing you to twist further as we inhale. Exhale, release the twist, keeping that left palm onto the knee. We're going to bring that right palm skyward. Inhale. Exhale, start to rainbow it over to the left. Breathing into that right side body. You can keep the gaze forward or up, whichever feels good on the neck. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. Get back into that twist as we gaze back. Using that palm for leverage, elongating through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist, bringing the body forward, bringing that arm up as we inhale. Exhale, rainbow it over, breathing into the side body. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, one more twist as we gaze behind that shoulder. Inhale. On the exhale, release the twist, coming back to center. Let's take a deep breath in, bringing both arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left, bringing that right palm to the outer edge of the thigh or knee. Back palm comes towards the lower back as we go ahead and elongate through the spine. Inhale, exhale, start to gaze back, maybe over that shoulder. Again, if the pose is too much, please back out. Only do what feels good. One more breath here. In. On the exhale, release the twist, still keeping that palm grounded onto the knee or thigh. Bringing that left palm skyward. Inhale. On the exhale, rainbow it over to the right. Breathing into that side body. Deep breaths in and out. Elongating, reaching on the inhale, grounding that left hip on the exhale. Next inhale, bring the body back up and go ahead and release the palm down, going back into the twist. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist, bringing the palm skyward. Exhale, rainbow it over. Deep breath in as we reach over to the right. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Inhale, bring it back up to center, and exhale, twist, gazing over the shoulder. We're going to take one last deep breath in. On the exhale, release the twist, coming back to center. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale it out the mouth. Good. Take one deep breath in. Let's start to bring the palms up overhead. This time we're going to bring the palms to the back of the head. Open up through the chest. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the elbows together, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhale, open up through the chest, maybe gazes up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, bring the gaze back to center, open up through the chest. We're going to go ahead and release that right arm down, bringing that left palm maybe to the lower back, to the upper back behind the shoulders. That left elbow is skyward. So I'm going to turn so you can see that. So the palm could either be behind the shoulder blades, or if this is too much, just go ahead and bring it to the back of the head. You could even have it here if that is too much, bringing the elbow out towards the side. So whichever feels good in the body today. Either if you're here, go ahead and start to draw that elbow out, opening up through the chest, through the shoulders. And if you're here, the palm is behind the shoulder blades. Bring that elbow skyward as you start to gently press into the forearm with the head. Allowing that deep stretch underneath the arm into the triceps. We're here for a breath. Let's take a deep breath in and out through the nose. Next inhale, go ahead and reach that right arm up. And on the exhale, start to draw circles with the wrist and slowly bring the arm down. Good. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, bringing both arms up. Exhale, bringing the palms directly behind the head. Open up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, maybe elbows touch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, chin to chest. One more inhale as we gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest. On the next inhale, bringing the gaze forward, open up through the elbows, through the arm. We're going to release that left arm down. Again, you can stay here, just keeping the palm on the back of the head and drawing that elbow back. Open it through the chest, through the shoulders. Or if it serves you today, go ahead and take the palm, maybe reaching between the shoulder blades, bringing that elbow skyward. Breathing here into the triceps, into the armpit. You can start to gently press the head into that forearm, allowing a deeper stretch. Breathing here. We're getting into all aspects of the chest and shoulders. One more breath, allowing those muscles to soften. On the next inhale, go ahead and reach that right arm up. Exhale, start to draw circles with the wrist as we take the arm down by our side. Awesome. Let's go ahead and draw circles with the shoulders. So inhale, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them down the back. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll them down the back. Let's do the opposite way. So we're inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Again, inhale, up, squeezing them tight. Exhale, forward and down. Awesome. We're going to draw circles with the head. As we inhale, elongate through the spine. Exhale, draw the head forward. And go ahead and bring it to the right. Back. To the left. And forward. Coming forward, we're going to go the opposite direction. Inhale to the left. Back. Exhale to the right. And forward. Just noticing any areas of tension and tightness as we inhale, draw the gaze back to center. Good. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. This time, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, let out a detoxifying sigh. Let's take one more breath in, bringing those arms up overhead. On the exhale, release that right palm, reaching the left arm skyward. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to rainbow it over to the right. Breathing into the side body. Let's go ahead and start to bend through the elbow, taking the palm to the back of the head so that elbow is skyward. Open up through the heart, so we're open up through the chest. Bringing the gaze skyward or forward, whichever feels good. Breathing here. Deep breath in. On the exhale, start to extend the arm. Go ahead and bring the gaze down towards that right knee, bringing that left arm beside the head. Reaching that left fingers, those left fingers diagonally. Breathing into the back of the shoulder. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Reaching on the inhale, exhale, grounding. You can use that right palm for leverage as you push into the right palm and really reach through that left arm. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to sweep that arm forward and back to the left. Let's do that on the other side, bringing both arms up as we inhale. Exhale, release that left arm down, reaching the right fingertips skyward. Exhale, start to rainbow it over, breathing into the right side of the body. Keeping that right hip grounded as we breathe. Inhale, exhale, start to bend through the elbow, bringing the palm to the back of the head. Really open up through the chest, so bringing that elbow skyward. So it should be pointing skyward here. Rotating the ribs up. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, extend the arm. We're going to take the gaze down towards that left knee, bringing that right arm beside the head, beside the ear, reaching that arm out towards the left. Again, using that left palm for leverage as we reach those right fingertips towards the left. Breathing into the stretch. Deep breath in as we reach, exhale, ground. One more breath here. Next inhale, let's start to bring that, sweep that arm forward. And go ahead and bring it to the right. Bringing the body back to center. Let's take a deep breath in, bringing both arms up. On the exhale, go ahead and bring the palms behind you towards the lower back. Planting them there, we're going to inhale, open up through the chest, gaze the skyward. And exhale, release, sweeping the arms forward. Let's go ahead and draw circles with the chest as we inhale, drawing the chest forward. Exhale to the right and back. So just really moving the chest, drawing nice big circles with the chest. Leaning back, extending through the arms as we exhale back. Leaning forward, bending through the elbows as we inhale forward. Can even involve the head. Doing what feels good. Coming to center, you can reverse those circles. Breathing as we move. Moving as we breathe. And when you're ready, come to center, come to stillness. Good. We're going to go ahead and come to all fours. So bringing the palms and the wrists directly underneath the shoulders as we bring the knees directly underneath the hips, creating a nice flat back here. We're going to take a deep breath in as we start to drop the belly, bringing the tailbone skyward, gaze is forward. Exhale as we push into the palms, rounding through the spine, bringing that tailbone down towards the earth, chin to chest. So these are cat-cows, great for the spine. And we're involving the head as we move. Let's do two more. Getting into the whole back. Inhale, belly drops, gaze forward, tailbone skyward. Exhale, round, pushing into the palms, both palms, chin to chest. Let's go ahead and take it to flat back on the next inhale. We're going to draw the two big toes together to touch and start to bring the knees as wide as the mat. So if this is too much on the knees, you can always create a cushion by folding your mat, creating a double mat here to create that cushion on for the knees. So again, bringing the two big toes together to touch and start to walk the palms towards the front of the mat. Start to bring that tailbone down towards the heels. We're coming into child's pose. This is a great go-to pose to not only stretch the upper body, but as well as the lower back. start to really deepen the breath as we inhale, maybe walking the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Exhale, drawing that tailbone towards the heels. You can stay here if that feels good. Or maybe even start to bend through the elbows, bringing the palms together, creating prayer hands, and bringing them over the head. You can start to walk the elbows towards the front of the mat. And that creates a deeper stretch in the triceps. You can feel that underneath the armpits. Breathing here. So if we're here, prayer hands, go ahead on the exhale, extend through the arms. We're going to take that right palm and place it on top of the left, bringing the gaze underneath that right armpit as we draw the tailbone towards the heels, breathing into the side body. We're here for 2 breaths, nice deep belly breaths, in and out through the nose. Next, inhale, unstack the palms, bringing that right palm down. We're going to inhale, stack that left palm on top of the right, taking the gaze underneath that left armpit, bringing that tailbone towards the heels, breathing into the side body. Nice deep belly breaths. Take one more breath here. Letting those muscles soften with each exhale. Next, inhale, unstack the palms, bringing that left palm back down onto the earth, bringing the forehead down onto the earth. You can even start to rock the head left to right if that feels good. Releasing any leftover tension. You can even rock the hips left to right. Doing what feels good in the body today. On the next inhale, start to walk the palms towards the body. Head sits up last. We're going to go ahead and take the legs long out in front of us. And I kept on my booties today. In the morning it gets chilly, so I want to be comfortable. So we're going to flex the feet. Elongate through the spine. We're coming into staff pose. So rooting that tailbone into the earth. Rising through the crown. Inhale. We're going to start to take the arms up overhead. On the exhale, hinge through the hips. Bending the knees generously. Bringing the palms wherever feels good. So maybe beside the ankles, on the ankles, the shins, or the thighs. Just doing a passive stretch here, allowing gravity to pull you towards the earth, towards the legs. Still keeping the feet flexed. Again, generous bend in the knees, protecting that lower back. We're here for 2 more breaths. Just noticing how gravity pulls you towards the earth. Releasing the tightness of the lower back. This is great from sitting all day. Releasing that lower back pressure. On the next inhale, we're going to start to walk the palms back towards the body as we sit the head up last. Let's take a deep breath in through the mouth, through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Good. Just go ahead and come to the top of the mat, coming into a comfortable seat as we started at the beginning of class. So either legs cross or out long in front of you. Let's take one last deep breath as we bring the arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to heart center, sealing in our practice, thanking ourselves for showing up onto the mat this morning for this short practice to cultivate positive energy for the day ahead. And I thank you for allowing me to be your guide in this yoga journey. I hope to see you again tomorrow morning for day 2. Thank you for joining me. Together we say namaste. Everyone have a great day.